Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth lab section for Arena simulation software. In the previous section, we developed an electronic assembly and test system model and also introduced resource schedule, failure, and frequency statistics. Although the base animation is often sufficient for determining whether your model is working correctly, you might want the animation look more like the real system before allowing decision makers to view the model. In this session, we'll extend model 4.2 into model 4.3 and create a more realistic animation by adding dynamic images, entity resource queue, recipient dynamic output, variables and plots, static images, wall. And we will also assume that all paths transfers between operations occurred instantaneously. We will modify model 4.3 to model 4.4 by generalizing that assumption and now model the system with all part transfers taking 2 minutes, regardless of where they are coming from or going to. We will introduce two new modules, station and route, and also use animate transfer toolbar to make respective changes in the animation. Let's open the previous model, model 4.2, then save the model as the new model 4.3. In this session, we will create a separate animation. We can create a separate animation in a new window, then link the animation with the existing model, or we can make the separate animation with the existing model in a same window. There exists four different kinds of process, which means that there exists four different kinds of resource. So let's first add those resource animation. Let's go to the animation toolbar, then add the resource. We can first add the prep A resource, then keep those images as the default image to represent Adobe Z inactive and field. Then click this area. Now we will define where to put this resource. You can choose like this here. Then add another resource, prep B, and click this area, and click OK. You can put it here, and add another one. Add the sealer, and click this area, and click OK. Let's add one more here, because we know that there exists two different kinds of operator in the rework center, so we can double click this image, then copy paste this picture. And then close this one. And for this one, we'll do the same thing, copy and paste here. Then click this area, then click OK. So we can put it here. Now there exists only one sys area. So let's double click it to open the sys area dialog. Then click the points button to add one more point and click OK. Okay, now you can see there exists two sys area. Let's rearrange the sys area's location. Okay. Let's move to the queue animation. Please do not duplicate the resource and queues animation. So let's just use the previous queue we make. Use the prep A process here and prep B process here, and put the zero process here, And we can just tune this rework resource animation, put it here, and drag the rework process queue to here. To distinguish each process, we can go to the draw button, then click text button. For the first progress, we can type prep A process, then click OK, and put the process text here. We can always use this button to change its color. So we can change its color like this here. Then copy, paste it, and change its name to the sealer. And click OK, and paste it, and copy, paste it here, and change it to the prep B process. Click OK, and copy, paste it here to tune its name to the rework process. Then click OK. Please remember that the arena only can show up to 14 entities images in each queue. We can also change the form of the queue to represent the physical location point. Let's double-click the queue and change the line to the point, and click the point button, then add some point. Then click OK, OK. We can tune this point's location. And do something like this way. Another thing I would like to do is highlight each process. We can go to the Draw toolbar, then click Box. And then change its color. And copy, and paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and adjust its size. Let's add the entity pictures. Let's go to the Animate toolbar, then click Add the Entity Pictures button. So in the previous section, we know how to browse the image from the existing library. Now I will tell you how to create your own image. You can click choose one default images, then click copy, then double click this image. And in this section, we will still use the ball to represent entity. Let's first go to the draw button. Let's add a text and the text A, and choose the front button, and maybe change the size to the 48. Then click OK. OK, now we have to tune its position. We can click here and put it here. Then close this window. We name it as A green. OK. Then we add one more animation. Do the same thing again. Then choose a blue ball. Then copy and double click it. Add a text and change it to B. Then choose the front. And for the size, we let it 48. Then click OK. OK. And choose a location here. Then close this window and change the name to the B blue. And click OK. So we let the B blue to represent part B. So we can type it B blue. And for the part A green. Let's add some static image. We can draw some wall. And change its color to black. And add because there is two input, we can keep it as a two slot. Add one more wall. There exists three output, so the last thing we will do is add some additional variables and plot to our animation. Variables of interest are the number of parts at each process and the number of parts completed. So let's go to the Animate toolbar, then click the Variable button. For the first one, we will keep it as the part A around number out. Then click OK and paste here. We can tune its size. Then we can just copy and paste those variables. And then double click it to change expression. For this one is a zero. The Sealer process number out, click OK. For this one is prep B revs number out. Click OK. And we will add three more variables for the output. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And for the first one is craft. So craft number out, click OK. For the second one, it's the salvage. And for the third one, it's sheet. Let's do one more thing. Let's add a dynamic plot. Let's go to the Animate toolbar, then click the Chart button, then find the plot, data series, add a series, then change the name to the number in rework queue. For the expression, let's click it and find build expression. Then find the queue, choose the current number in queue. For the queue name, let's choose the rework process queue and then click OK. Let's go to the line toolbar. And then for the dry model, we can click it and choose it to the stairs. Let's go to the access bar. We can go to the time X axis and then find the we can change the maximum value to the 9600 and change the increment to the 960. And let's visible to the true. Let's go to the y-axis and we can change the visible from false to true. And then text, and then type the number in rework queue. And then go to the legend. We don't want a legend, so we click it. Then click OK. Now we can draw the dynamic plot. Now our animation is done. To see the animation, we have to make sure that the batch run is not be started. Then we can run this simulation. Now we are able to see those entities images and see the number of entities are being scrapped, salvaged, or shipped. So far, we have developed successful models of the electronic assembly and test system with the assumption that all parts transfers between operations occurred instantaneously. Let's generalize that assumptions and now model the system with all part transfers taking 2 minutes, regardless of where they are coming from or going to. This includes the transfer of arriving parts to the prep areas and the transfer of the departing parts from either the sealer or rework station to be scrapped, severed, or shipped. We will modify the model 4.3 to create the model 4.4. To model the 2-minute transfer times and to show the part movement, we need to understand two new arena concepts, stations and route. You can find these two new modules in the discrete processing toolbar. The route is here and the station is here. For each process, they need the station as the input and the route as the output. Let's delete the connection between the assign module with the process module. And then delete the connection between the prep A process, prep B process with the sealer process. Then delete the connection between the decision module with the process module and the decision module with the record module. And then tune this location here. Let's add two station module for input part A and part B. Then delete the connection. Now we need two more stations to represent the input for the prep A and prep B. At last, we need a route to connect those two stations. One more thing you need to know that you don't have to create the connection between the road to the station. You just need to connect the station and the route which you represent. Okay, let's double click the station 1, and for the name, we change it to Part A arrival station. And change the station name to the Part A station. Then click OK. Similarly, for the station 2, we change the name to the Part B arrival station. And change the station name to the Part B station. And click OK. We do the same thing for the station 3 and station 4. This time we can do it on the spreadsheet. We can change the name as the Prep A arrival station. And the first name, change the name to the Prep A station. And for the station 4, we change it to the Prep B arrival station. And change name to the Prep B station. Then let's double click the route 1 and change the name to the route to Prep A. As I mentioned before, the route time is 2 minutes. So for the station name, it's the next station name is the Prep A station. Then click OK. We do the same things for the route 2. We click it and change name to the route to Prep B. And the minutes is 2. And the next station name is the Prep B station. As I mentioned before, every process output in the route and every process input in the station. Let's change this module's position. Then add some station. Those modules still need the station. And delete those connections. Now let's add some route. So we know that for the Prep A and Prep B, they all goes into the Sealer process module. So we can just add the one route here. and then create the connection. And for the decision module, one decision module need two routes. Then add the connection. Please make sure that everything is connected with respect module. Then we will name those station. So we will use the spreadsheet view. So for the station 5, the name is the Ziller Arrival Station. And for the station name, it's the Ziller Station. And for the station 6, change name to the Rework Arrival Station. And we change the station name to the Rework Station. For the station 7, change it to Scrap Pulse Arrival Station. And change its name to the Scrap Station. For the station 8, we change it to Salvage Pulse Arrival Station. We change its name to the Salvaged Station. For the station 9, we change it to the Shipped Pulse Arrival Station. And for the station name, we change it to the Shipped Station. Let's move to the route. Let's change all the routes name. We click it, and we will use spreadsheet view 2. We double click to change the route 3 to the route 2 Ziller. And change the route time to 2 minutes. For the route 4, it is route to rework. And change the time to 2 minutes. For the route 5, we change the name to the route to shift. And for the route 6, we change it to the route to scrapped. And for the 7, we change the route to salvage. And change the time to 2 minutes. For the next station name, for the Route 3, it's the Sealer Station here. And for the Route 4, it's the Rework Station. And for the Route 5, it's the Shipped Station. For the Route 6, it's the Scrap Station. And for the Route 7, it's a Rework Station. Now the model is done. Let's run the simulation. So let's first go to the Run toolbar, then click the Setup. And for the number replication, we keep it as 1. Let's go to the project parameter. We change the name to the 4. Click OK. Let's run this simulation. The animation, they have almost the same animation compared with the previous one. And the route animation. Let's first go to animate toolbar, then find the station, then at the station here, and double click it, find the name as Prep A station, then click OK. Then add another station for the Prep A station, double click it and find the Prep A station and click OK. Next, as a route will be from here to here. Then we do the same things again for the other station and the route. Double click it, find the part B station, click OK, and then add another station for the Prep B station. Then click OK. Then add the route from here to here. Then we will add some more station animation. We add Prep A station and an input for the rework process and output for the rework process and 3 output for the whole system. And 1 output for the Zealer, 1 input for the Zealer, and 1 output for the Prep B. Then let's name it one by one. So this one is the Prep A station. This is the rework station. This is a Zealer station. Output of the Zealer station. Output of reward station. And here Prep B output. Finally, scrapped station, salvage station, and the shipped station. Let's add some route. We can let from the Prep A station to the Zealer station. Which is from here to here. You can use any sequence, it doesn't matter. Next is from the Prep B to Zealer. Then from the Ziller to rework. Then add the root from the Ziller to script, and after from the Ziller to shipped, and add one more root from the rework to the salvage. You can form those rows by double-click it and add more points, such as from 2 to 4, then click OK. And then you can modify this line to make it more real. Because we know that for part B arrivals at the same time, therefore we have to change the entity pictures for the part B. Let's go to the animate toolbar, then click the edit animate entity pictures, and then we copy the part B images and double click it. Then copy paste this images 4 times. Then close this window, and for the name, we can name it as bblue1. Then click OK. Now the entity image is ready. Let's go to find the entity module, then change the initial image to the bblue1. However, after the processing, we want one part B go into the Ziller center. To make it, we only need to add another assign. So let's go to the discrete processing, then drag a assign button, then double click it, change the name to the assign picture. Then add a new entity picture. Then change the name to the bblue. Then click OK. Click OK. Now let's run this simulation. Now we can see 4 entity goes into the simulation and one part B go into the Ziller operator.